Next up, we have Emma Antunes, who is the manager of Spacebook at NASA.
Hey everybody, and I'm going to try to talk with this close to my mouth because I tend to talk kind of quietly. So, let's see here. Okay, so what the heck is this Spacebook thing? It's a social network for group collaboration that has user profiles, group workspace, wikis, a lot of the things you would expect out of a social network, including social bookmarks, which we got from Don's group. So I'm going to give you a quick overview of what is it, and then what did we learn putting this together, and what are some lessons that you all might be interested in. So this is me, this is my profile. And what was interesting was we really wanted to tie into the data we already have. We already know who works for us. They don't need to fill out yet another form and everything else. We want to pull it from the directory. We want to give them an opportunity to provide what they want, not their badge picture, but a picture they like. You know, not their information they don't care about, but give them a chance to brag about what they do care about, and then make those keywords so you can link up with everybody else. Because, like, why would we have a profile at NASA? Well, the interest that I had in doing social profiles and social networking is that our work is done by teams. And these teams get together, and then they form, and then maybe you're now working on a different project with someone that you worked with like 5 years ago. Because the answers mostly live in people's head. No one retires from NASA, they die. You know, that sounds terrible, but we all love what we do. So why retire when you love what you do? We have people we call emeritus employees. That means that they come back and they work for us for free. So they really love what they do. So the best thing we can do is help connect people so that we can talk to one another, find other experts, and we can find experts by how they behave on a social network rather than like an expert locator. Because I've got people asking, oh, hey, can we have this expert locator system? I'm like, yeah, right. So I'll fill this thing out, and what's my incentive? You know, you want Match.com for this. You know, well, with Match.com, I have an incentive to fill out, you know, my profile. I get something. You know, I might get a date. But if I fill out theirs, I'm just going to get more work. You know, so we have to work this out. We have discussion forums. And something we wanted to do to bring people here is give them some default discussion forums they're automatically joined to. Not, you know, you don't want to be automatically join people to lots of big things because it can be annoying. But we wanted to give people what's in it for me, why should I participate, and give them some basic things they can do, like the equipment exchange so that I can, you know, find stuff I'm looking for, get free stuff, you know, or get rid of the junk in my office. Those kinds of things, or be able to do searches. And that was actually suggestions we got from feedback from other people. But the reason we really wanted to use social media was to do these three things. These are like our strategic goals for Web 2.0. Improve business processes, build effective relationships with our stakeholders and our partners, because we have partners all over the place. Whoa, I didn't realize this was going to keep going. And to drive innovation and discovery, because the next one is what we do at NASA is innovation. And innovation happens when you get people from different fields together. What this graph is trying to show you is that computer science and astronomy together give you computational astrophysics, which actually is a great new field and gives you a lot of information. So we did it because we see that projects fail all the time, where there's fear to tell the truth upward, poor communications, ineffective processes. These are things that we want to make a difference with by working on communication, trust, and teamwork, and working on access to information. And these things all come down to how we work in teams, how the collective works together. So it's important that you know your community and what they need, you know, by understanding what problems they're interested in having, what they could solve, what keeps them up at night, and iterating and planning for sustainability. Because if you want to just, everybody, oh, let's do this, oh, it's collective, everybody can do it, you actually have to have reasons for them to come back, like next week, and the week after that, and after that. So it's important that you don't throw technology at people, but you understand what it is that they want to do and answer what's in it for me. And this graph here actually shows you NASA's demographics. 40 to 60-year-olds is our biggest hump, 49. So I need to know what's in it for that group and be able to get them to participate, because they're not going to author, they're not going to do stuff, but they'll reply to tell me I'm wrong. You know, mostly I'll get their participation, but they want something to read, they want something to interact with. They're just not going to author first thing. So it's important that I really think about them and give them something to do. So one thing I found was that in working in the social media, and you'll probably see this, is that Change brings fear, uncertainty, and doubt. I got some pictures here. Oh my goodness, employees will waste their time. And if I say something stupid, everybody's going to know about it. But the thing is, these are the same concerns we had with email 20 years ago. And I'm hearing now it's the same concerns as when phones first came into people's offices. I don't have a reference for that, but I wish I did. But it's really, people are kind of nervous about it. So what I'm finding is that there's just really a need for training on social media concepts. Like, how do I use this for work? What are the rules of behavior? And like Don said, what's official? Well, it doesn't have to be official. Because if you set the expectations, this is what I know now, that's a really good thing. So it's a real shift in what people need to know, who can publish, when, what they can publish, and people have to think about that, like your information publishing strategy. Because if you want everyone to participate, you have to be willing to open the doors. And what I've been doing is holding people's hands so they're not scared about that participation. Because there's a new community to learn these conventions. And we have to share responsibly. I mean, loose lips sink ships is still true. Even though we say, let's share everything, we have to share responsibly. And information release procedures where it all goes through one person has got to change. So what we learned really were keys to success. Things like training and education I've just been talking about. Understanding the information we want to share, who can share, when they can share, and being able to work with those situations that maybe management wants more comfort with. But really, I'll wrap up by saying it's important to use enterprise social media to meet your business goals. And that's where I think all of our information, like at NASA, it lives with people. So I think that keeps going, huh? Yes. It really does. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, thanks.